Alright, it's boy Candy. We got the mysteries of the Alpha Legion. Before we get into it, make sure you guys comment down below a Christmas tree emoji to be entered into the Christmas giveaway that will be revealed on Christmas Day. All you gotta do is comment down below a Christmas tree emoji, and you will automatically be entered in a spin the wheel that will be revealed on December 25th. In a video, first take, no multiple takes or whatever. If you do win, you will get a $30 gift card of your choice: McDonald's, Subway, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Barnes & Noble, IKEA. It doesn't matter what it is. Other than that, man, shout out to Mr. 40K Bones. Let's get right to the video. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Arthur.
What's up, man?
This is the final part in a 20-part series I'm doing covering.
It's about the mysteries of the Alpha Legion. Let's keep it real for what it is, bro. Yo, this thing should be called the mysteries of Warhammer. Yo, I can only imagine the freak off parties, the Diddy parties, and everything that be going on in Warhammer, bro. If you think that, you know, them blowing up planets, and if you think that there's so many different secrets, I'm pretty sure y'all seen like images and stuff like that of like, you know, of like, y'all seen that, y'all definitely seen pictures of like books and stuff like that that be having like 10,000 locks around it, bro. You know, come on, bro. You already know some type of deep diabolical, dark, maniacal things be going down in Warhammer, bro. I promise you. So this should be called the mysteries of Warhammer, but we'll let it live.
Confounding Space Marine chapters in Order of the Legions. You need to have seen the other parts to understand this one? No, but it would make me happy. That's another series done and dusted, boys and ghouls. I am particularly happy to have this all done, and I'm ready to make new content that you're probably all gonna goddamn hate. But hey, all things come and pass, and nothing golden can truly ever last. So I suppose it's pretty fun to just look at every time I hit the 20 mark on these series, and I'm gonna be at just a completely different level of YouTube content productions. I'm actually looking to upgrade my production soon, but that's neither here.
Facts, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, definitely by January, bro. By January or February, I gotta have a new mic, y'all. Like, the mic on this webcam, bro, is doing it justice. But obviously, bro, I'm definitely trying to get like a new mic because my old mic actually broke probably like 1 or 2 weeks ago, y'all. So we've been having to work with the webcam mic, and it's actually not that bad. Well, it's actually not bad at all. But I do want like a whole better mic. So I'm actually I'm with Mr. 40K Bones on this part right here. I'm definitely about to upgrade my webcam quality. Because that's not too bad as well, but you know, I just want like a grade above everything. So
there. So the second founding chapter we are going to be discussing today is a traitor warband of the Alpha Legion known as the Alpha Legion. As you can probably tell, we know very little about them, but we do know that they have their greasy little tendrils in the majority of the universe's affairs. For that is the thing with the Hydra. Its many heads pop up in many locations. Their chapter master and Primarch share the same name of Alpharius, and honestly, I have no idea how long I can keep this bit going, but I will say it's not gonna be the last time I do it. I'm just gonna use this as an excuse to talk about some of Alpha Legion stuff I think is...
Is that a whip? I knew these guys were freaky. Is that a whip? Bro, if you got a whip in your possession in 2025, something's wrong.
Because there is a lot to the Alpha Legion, which I discussed in the first video, but I have only learned about it in the time since. They are a legion and chapter and warband, I guess, that exists in a weird spot, where you can kind of infer that they know a lot more than anyone else does in the setting. So what do I mean? Well, before the Horus Heresy broke out, the Alpha Legion was approached by operatives from a multi-alien organization dedicated to the destruction of chaos, known as the Cabal. They had this super future-seeing technology that was a mixture of Eldar and other psychic races that were powering it to see the...
Yo, the fact that she have a fade, but she had like these little things at her fade, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would roast that, but that's actually kind of hard. That actually, you know what? I gotta give respect to what respect is due. Even though she looks kind of creepy right now, and she looks kind of scary. She kind of dripped out. I mean, we gotta respect it, you know, like...
Future perfectly. They were to contact the Alpha Legion as they were the most awakened to the idea of change and malleable of all the legions. It was revealed that the Horus Heresy was going to break out, and from it, they have two choices. Side with the Emperor or side with Horus, obviously. If they sided with the Emperor and fought on his side during the Heresy, the Emperor would be mortally wounded and put into the Golden Throne. Horus would be defeated, and chaos would feast on the dying society that was humanity for thousands of years, and it would end up destroying the whole universe. If they sided with Horus, the Emperor would die, but Horus would be so lost in his own insecurities, he would eventually burn out, killing all of humanity in his rage, including himself, and the gods of chaos would be starved to death, and the universe would be saved. As you could tell, some weird fucking shenanigans kinda happened here, where the Alpha Legion sided with Horus outwardly, fought for Horus, and currently are in the Chaos Marine Codex instead of the Loyalists, but for some odd reason, the Emperor ended up being sent to the Golden Throne, which is a bit of an oddity, I will say. Now, I am not sorting the books out of order. I'm quite literally reading them one after another, so I'm not skipping anything to find any of the interesting bits. It's a lot, I will say, but
like, what's so crazy is like whenever it comes to like the Alpha Legion and like what's the other one, y'all? The Omegon or Marion, whatever the other one's called, right? What's so crazy is, and this is coming from me, y'all, like my point, not my POV, my point of view. I don't really like know too much about the Alpha Legion, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it real for what it is. Maybe it's just like, I don't want to say that they're boring, but like I just don't. Out of all the primaries and stuff like that, I just don't hear anything about, the Alpha dude and the Omegon dude, whatever. Like I don't hear anything. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like I'm kind of perplexed when I hear like a lot of things about them. So maybe that's just me, but at the same time, I don't know. Like,
ever it gets expanded upon, don't worry, I have more Alpha Legion content in mind. So, what does this imply? It implies several things, some of which could be considered not true, but some of which could be considered possibly true. So, for one, the Alpha Legion are not nearly as perfect at the whole espionage thing as you'd think. There are instances in the lore where people can see through several aspects of their disguises and whatnot. And what do I mean by disguises? Well, a Lucifer Black, which is a highly trained guard.
We did a video on these dudes, yo. The Lucifer Black dudes, we did a video on these dudes. I'm gonna keep it real for what it is. These Lucifer Black dudes are school threats, bro. And their name itself, Lucifer Blacks, let's keep it real, bro. That's diabolical.
Equivalent of a custodian for guardsmen. Noticed several slight differences in the Marines for the Alpha Legion and deduced that they weren't accidentally or incidentally there. They were intentionally placed differences, like a slight change in the eye color, difference in hair color, or just difference in facial structure, put there to confuse people who were trying to discern what the implication of the differences were. A way to look at what happened is, what if the Alpha Legion tried to do that Alpha Legion thing of infiltrating the opposition to burn them out from the inside, but they fell too deep into the cover and ended up fucking it up, leading to the worst outcome even though they aimed for the best, and thus why they are currently in the thrall of chaos. Allegedly, you have the intentional idea where they infiltrated the traitor's side while they tried to lean to the Emperor's side winning, meaning everything was going to plan and they were subtly sabotaging the traitors from behind the scenes, which seems kinda likely, though again, I point to the fact they are in the Chaos Marine book and not in the kind of Fallen Marine kind of way where you have to run a specific type of support units, but nah dog, you run Alpha Legion with Hellbrutes and Chaos Possessed Marines and shit. The other side of things, which I think would be a swerve, is that the Eldar and the Cabal lied. But I doubt that. Eldar only know McDonald's, charge they phone, twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie. But when it comes to chaos, twerk.
Any female born after 1993 can't cook. All they know is McDonald's, charge their phone, twerk. Oh, my heart.
Be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie, But when it comes to chaos, they kind of ignore that last bit. They will work with humans if it means fucking over chaos. So I doubt they did lie, and I'm not here to say what I believe, because I think that's not the point. I'm just here to give you all the information I find that I think is very intriguing, and judge that you are all smart enough to piece together your own theories. I prioritize interpretation rather than regurgitation. I dig. One more fun moment that I've been thinking about is a bit further along. In the timeline of 40K. It's during the events of the Dark Imperium trilogy. There is this character that I shit you not, your opinion is going to go back and forth about a lot if you read it. He is the militant apostolic Matthew. He is a pious man who was chosen by Guilliman to represent the best example of faith in the Imperial cult. Basically just being a kind person to the people around you. Love the sinner, not the sin type beat. He bounces back and forth between being annoying, being close to getting his head fucking ripped off by Guilliman, and also being close to being the most important character in the book series. So I'll tell you what he does and why that matters to the narrative I'm pushing. But basically towards the end of Godblight, the third book in the series, he leads a small holy war style army to go and aid Guilliman's war to retake the fragment of Nurgle's cauldron, blow it up, and save the planet of Iax, as well as the greater Ultramar. To spoil something, but not spoil too much, he ends up being a living saint that ends up saving the day in the end of the book in a very grand way. But here's the bit I think about a lot in the first book, I believe, when you are introduced to Matthew and his proclivities. He was said to have been accompanied by a servo skull. That is the skull of his teacher and mentor. She ended up dying in a Chaos Marine raid by, who could have guessed it, the fucking Alpha Legion. Yeah.
Alright, my bad, y'all.
This humble planet and interrogating / murdering every priest they found until they got to Matthew and just let him go with a message to Guilliman, which is pretty fucking suspect if you ask me. I think about this plot point a lot, to the point where no matter what happened in the story of this trilogy, I couldn't help but think the entire time that this was just some work by the Alpha Legion to get something done, which it's still never fully confirmed that it was by the end of that series. It might be in another book, but I have no idea. It's insane to think about that. I don't think any other lore tuber has ever discussed the implications of this. Maybe I'm right.
Lore tuber. That's an actual, like, lore tuber?
Maybe I'm wrong. Because it implies that either the Alpha Legion wanted to fuck over the Death Guard or wanted to support the Ultramarines, or maybe both. They are kind of...
Bro, I feel like the Alpha Legion, I feel like they don't know what to do. I feel like they're, like, confusing. Like, that's the vibe that I get from them, bro. Like, that's just, like, I don't know. I feel like they don't really have, like, a... Maybe that's why, like, I really don't know them like that. I feel like they really don't have anything to stand on. I feel like they're really confusing. Maybe that's just me, but
confusing like that.
I don't know.
As a whole, in the modern day, the warband of the Alpha Legion is just significantly more confusing than other warbands by a not insignificant factor. But I think it suits them well, and I kind of wish I can see more of this psyop garbage from time to time. Hell, it might not even be anything, and they are like the Alpha Legion from Dawn of War, where there isn't really any difference between them and any other Chaos Warband, but I choose to believe that they were puppeting Matthew through all of these insane events because they all could probably see the future, maybe because of the Cabal, and maybe it was just a greater good situation where they could totally just see him accomplishing some major goal that, although not entirely obvious right now, it would lead to benefit the Alpha Legion in the end. It makes you wonder, right? Also, read the Dark Imperium trilogy. It's actually really good. That was the Alpha Legion. Successors of the Alpha Legion, and another 20-part series done and dusted. What do you guys think about the Alpha Legion?
I don't know. The Alpha Legion, they're, like, really confusing. Like, I like, out of all, like, the Warhammer factions that I learned about, I'm gonna just keep it real. The Alpha Legion, like, besides their armor, I think that blue turquoise color looks really good. besides that, like, I'm not really big fans of them. If I'm just keeping it real, y'all, like, I'm not. They're really confusing, man. What do you guys think, bro? Are y'all like Alpha Legion fans, bro? Comment down below, man. I'm gonna see you guys. Ooh, hold up. I'm gonna see you guys later. Thanks on them out. Make sure you guys comment down below Christmas tree emoji. If you guys want to be entered to the Christmas giveaway, $30, of your choice. $30 gift card of your choice. Free $30. I don't see why not. You entered. I believe we got around. I don't know how many people. We got a lot of people entered into the giveaway. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. And like I said before, I'm so excited for the Game Awards tomorrow. Now, I do have a second channel where I do post like gaming stuff. I don't know if I should put the gaming reactions on this channel or on the other channel. I mean, I did do gaming reactions before I reached Warhammer, and I feel like this was always like my place to like put the gaming, like the Game Award, like reactions or whatever, because I have waited for this moment all year. So I don't know, like, part of me wants to put all the reactions on this channel, but then another part of me wants to put it on a separate channel. I don't know. I'll make up my mind before it happens tomorrow. But other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoy your day. Enjoy your be safe. God bless y'all, and peace out, y'all.